Hey, how are you guys doing today? Really excited today. We're going to be actually able to do the Weapon Tech Gizmo 5 today. I know when we were doing the 4, I really did think that it was going to take us a long time to accumulate the resources to be able to run the 5. Lucky enough, we did so well after settling up yesterday. It actually enabled us to have enough resources to be able to now run the 5. And so I'll go over the 5 real quick with you. Of course, I'm on planet Cyrene. Um, really excited about today. Make sure I got everything up. This is actually more expensive than the 4. The 4 actually cost us 2,000 ped to run, 1,000 clicky clicks. I'll show you what's going to go into this. The 5 widgets are going to go into this. That's 100 ped of those. We're going to use 800 ped in Techno Gizmo Force, right? So we're at 900 ped. We're going to use 600 ped in Nano Cubes, right? And then we're going to use 1000 ped in Pancreas Oil. And so, as you can tell, that stacks up pretty dang fast to 2,500 ped in a single clicky click run. Okay, now if you guys remember from our run just yesterday, we produced an ample amount of blueprints in which I have pulled those out of here. Okay, I've also pulled out all this stuff, although we're going to actually be able to click through and check stuff at the end, right? So I'm going to use a skill pill because the value of these skills is actually too high to be just, pretending it's not important. I think you guys know on all blueprint runs, I usually have this up. We're going to go over any blueprint that pops as it pops. I'm going to always discuss the blueprints as they pop. And I will be sure this time to be good about going over the blueprints at the end on top of that. We know it's 2,500 ped in TT value to do this run. And so when we're at the end of this run, we will check the statistics against it, in which it should indicate, well, it will let us know TT-wise are plus or minus. Reality-wise, a lot of the blueprints we're going to get should actually be value, like at a good amount. And so the TT value won't necessarily indicate like our up and down, because sometimes some of them are going to be worth a considerable amount. We'll talk about that, but we're going to look at mostly the TT value on this run. Now, I do not believe that I will do as well as on the 4 because we were more totally covered on the 4. I'm going to go over this. We're going to be totally covered on the engineering. We're absolutely dominating on our blueprint comp. And so our blueprint comp and our engineering and our intelligence is comparable for what we're doing, and we're likely to do well covered on those factors, right? Where we're going to start falling to crap on this blueprint is where we start getting down here past. So our machinery we're covered up beyond this blueprint, so that's not a big deal. Um, Weapons technology we're covered beyond this blueprint. The manufactured weapons, see right here, this is where we're in the zone and we're covered, but anything below here, like the equipment methodology, which I think it's actually manufacturing methodology for items and stuff like that. Thank you very much, Firebug Man. I'm hoping we kick butt too. So we're going to be missing our methodology on this. Is what I would say. Um, yeah, manufacturing methodology is not high enough for sure. And so that's a small percent that we'll be missing. Of course, I don't have industrialist yet. It's okay. We're still going to be dominating. It doesn't even matter. We're really good. It looks intimidating, But because I know you guys are going to be sending positive mojo at me and stuff like that, none of that even matters. And so we're not as fully covered. We're probably missing maybe 2 skill categories in this, I would say, at least, which I'm not that intimidated by. But reality wise, we should not do as well to where we just like get a positive run. I mean, it could happen, but be prepared to see us down maybe 10% on this run. Losing 200 pet on a run like this, TT value would not blow my mind. That does not mean we're going to be down because we don't know what blueprint we're going to get. Now, in a perfect world, we will get a Cyrene blueprint of some type that's highly valuable. I would like it to be a permanent blueprint, in all honesty, but we don't control that. Now, I also, so I can sit here and have coffee and just chill out and stuff, I'm going to make my face disappear once we get going. I do believe we are going to kick butt today with this big old giant run, and I will be using, of course, a skill pill. This much skill would be ridiculous to waste, right? Down here, you're going to be seeing the ped value. Here, you'll see some relative skill stuff. Over here, you'll see ped value information too, but this is actually further on the decimal point, by the way. It's more accurate. We're going to look at all the data at the end anyway, and so let's do this. You guys sent positive vibes, though. Let's get a HOF or some crap off this. I mean, like, we're going to at least get a global today, just so you guys know. That's not even a doubt. Like, I can feel it. Okay, I'm going to get this going. Oh, yeah. So you can feel it, right? I think so, too. Plus, we're going to get a heck of a lot of skill. We're still trying to get engineering to 6,000. But next year, one of the goals is going to be to get blueprint comp to 6,000. That's going to be insane. I don't even know what happens then. But basically, we should know a lot about... Boom! That's what I'm talking about. You guys are freaking awesome. You guys are beasts. It's like a magic trick or something like that going on here. Okay, so these are good to make. That's a 7,000% markup, though. I mean, it's still a good weapon to make. A lot of people use LR40s, and that's a good category. Thank you very much, Zindram. I like how everybody has such unique names online. Very fascinating to me. It really helps work how you pronounce things, because people have thrown together some stuff. You know what I'm saying? I like it. Oh yeah, we're going to dominate. I think that this is going to go epic. I almost want to guess how many freaking globals we're going to get. I don't even know. We're at 1. I should write this down. Sometimes I get distracted and I forget exactly how many globals we're at in things. I know you would think that would be very hard to do, but yet somehow. Especially when we're having just a chill stream. Boom. Tally marks. I'm predicting that we get 4 globals during this thing. I don't know that's true. That's total, like, just random. Like, it could happen, though. By the way, this was made possible by us kicking so much butt yesterday. I legitimately... Oh, so see, we already got a Weapon Gizmo 7. I already have all the Weapon Gizmos. But if one of you guys legitimately needed one of these Weapon Gizmos and stuff like that, we're on Cyrene. Boom, that's a 22 ped hit right there, you guys. That's serious as crap. But if you fill up your Weapon Gizmo book, it will look like this, right? Each book, as you fully fill them, will evolve, including these other books. As you can tell, they're at different stages of the evolution of becoming like master books and stuff like that, in which that takes forever. The different planets evolve differently too. See, that's a Tolan one, and it's starting to change even. I need to find more blueprints off some of those planets so more of those books start morphing. See, like this is one of the first changes that'll happen. Is this little I don't know what that's called. Some kind of design thing going on. That's what happens. And then this thing happens. Well, we do not want beamed up anywhere. You know, if I miss it, I don't think it beams me up though. So this I think is like right before the or maybe that's almost there too. I don't know. Who knows? And I don't have any of the Arcadia ones far enough that we know how they change, to be honest. That would be nice to know. I'll work on that someday. There's a lot of really good Arcadia blueprints. Boom. Look at this is going to be expensive or worth crap because it's 85th level. So that means like not a lot of guys are using 85th weapons. See, yeah. You don't even see those thrown out. Okay. I know where to go with that. That's up there, right? Let's see. I have every one of these blueprints, but I'm not really super skilled at making a single thing that goes into this, really. Maybe that triphase intelligence module. Hey, thank you very much, Firebug, for lurking, man. That kicks butt. That always helps out. By the way, I will make sure to catch your stream as soon as you stream again. I've been waiting to catch it. Did we get another? What did we get here? Long blade 65s. 5,000% markup. How many did we get? 32 of them. Not bad. So all of these basically are going to have amazing markup. This is why I love doing this crap. You get so much stuff. We're still waiting for a good Entropia type Cyrene style blueprint though, you know what I'm saying? I've got like a bunch of temporary ones like the A32 and stuff like that, which I think I have enough A32s that we could start making some. Maybe throw a couple in my shop or something like that. I just want to see how many A32 type things we actually get. And so right now we're kicking butt though. I don't know what we'll get today because this is. By the way, this was not pushed up way high. Just so you guys know, obviously I don't go around running Gizmo 5 every day. Oh, we got another blueprint right there. What we're talking about, that short blade 70s. What are we looking at? 3,000% markup. 70th level short blade. Not a lot of people probably having to cut people down with those. Does this not make you guys kind of curious? I mean, I'm not going to run it up there because I'm not skilled enough. Maybe next year we'll do this again and we'll run up further, right? But I would really wonder what kind of stuff you do get when you're at the tier 8 one of this. You know what I'm saying? Because we're getting all the way up into the 8 right here. You would think that at tier 8, that's 3 more above. Like, no. I haven't seen a lot of tier 10 weapon blueprints. I mean, I know there are them, so I'm not like. But honestly, I haven't seen a ton of tier 10 weapon blueprints. Somebody's mining right outside the door. That's kind of brazen. Good for them. Hope they get something. So, by the way, I was serious about that. If somebody is qualified, because I don't want to help mess somebody over, and you are interested in purchasing all of the Weapon Tech Gizmo 5s that are being made so that you personally can run a Weapon Tech Gizmo 6 run, um, I am willing to help somebody out on that. I'm not trying to, because I don't have anywhere to go with these. Like let's find out the markup on them. 106% markup. And it looks like a lot sell per week. We might be able to just throw them into the thing. I was hoping to know who was going to run the next batch so that we could watch. Because, see, the thing about Tech Gizmos is, see, that's a 27 right there. We are killing it, you guys. I'm not even sure if we need too many more globals to be doing kicking butt. It feels like we're doing some kicking butt, though. I don't know. I can't tell if we're doing as good as I'm feeling we're doing, or if it's coffee talking. You know what I'm saying? I've drank a lot of coffee. I'll admit to that. Having a pretty good day. My mojo's up high, so I feel we're kicking butt. Yeah, we're kicking butt for sure. We're at 130, and we're at 6 blueprints already, and a global. That's for sure doing good. I mean, like, it could turn the other way, but that's not going to happen because you guys are positive mojo bombing us. Yeah, this is going to go awesome. Okay, I'm going to grab a refill on my coffee. Hold on one second. I am still in visual range. I just refilling coffee. Okay, back with more coffee. This is an absolutely amazing blueprint that they added. If you guys don't know about these, by the way, I'm not an armorer, but I'm going to show you this stuff anyway. So I've got a bunch of components. This is just the gizmos, the widgets, right? So if you have a full book of widgets, it'll change too. The widgets are an electronic engineering component, by the way, just so you guys know. Weapons, where's the one I don't really use? Is this attachment weapon gizmos? Yeah, this is attachment tech gizmos. I don't have a full set of those, guys. We'd be using this to generate attachments. But this, if you guys were a armor dude, this is what you'd want a full book. See, I'm missing one. That's why it hasn't switched over to that whole cool looking gems and stuff. We gotta find one more Armor Tech Gizmo 6. And I'll have completed that book. Look at that. 11 and then 40 right off the bat. And it's an LP50. Let's check the value on that. 1500. I'm gonna probably just, honestly, I'm making that. I'm not even gonna sell that. I know, I think we're slaughtering it on this. I mean, like, I'm starting to be a super big fan of these tech gizmos. Like, I'll probably run them consistently in the lower, oh, I can't shoot an LP50. No, but I can craft one. And so, what I'll do is I'll throw it in my store. I have the skills to craft crap that I cannot Yeah, the blueprint's only 5th tier. And so it's the same coverage that I would have on this. I'll probably work up a little bit more. I feel I'm better at staying under 4th tier on being full covered, you know what I'm saying? I have all of these. The electro-positive processors, I make those for people sometimes. Hardened clips, I've not made those. I have that blueprint, but I've never made those for anybody ever. Um, Durable hood, I have that blueprint too, but I think people actually consistently make that. Probably be a better idea for me to buy those. This might not be one I would make right now. I might would just put that up for later, you guys, to be honest, right now. I don't feel I have the right components online for that crap. Yeah. No, that's how I would not make that. I was just saying some random crap, guys. You know, funny enough, that GeoTrek Taltech converter, I think I actually have that blueprint. And all the rest of the ones for this. This is a 7th tier, though. I would definitely put that up for later. Plus, this would have to go into my store because I don't think I know enough people that are actively buying 70th level training knives right now. Hmm. Yeah, and this is why we're going to look at all this stuff as a TT value thing right off the bat. That's a lot of stuff that's good for crafting, and this is another reason why it doesn't really help us to probably run the Gizmo 6. Right now, we're already consistently getting enough blueprints that are at the edge of what I would consider worth me trying to make successfully. You know what I'm saying? And so, I'm betting if we were running in the 8, minus the fact we'd be getting our butt kicked right off the bat, um, almost every blueprint we'd be getting would not be one that we're actually qualified to craft. It would be cool though. I mean, like, not the getting our butt kicked, but seeing what blueprints happen on that. Now they're being a little brutal. They're balancing it back out. It's okay. It'll go in our favor. I would like to see at least one Cyrene. Do we have the Cyrene books on us? Can I show you guys one of the ones I would like to see drop? Imperium weapon, I believe. Okay. I have a bunch of these already. The A series and stuff like that. I just got the A32s yesterday. And so those are all plasma weapons. Let's see. There's so many weapons, guys. Each planet has so much stuff. It must not be Imperium. No, that's definitely tailoring crap. Tulian? Oh no, that's a different planet. My gosh. Okay, so Cyrene Redux, it's not gonna be. Cyrene, maybe it's gonna be the normal Cyrene blueprints. By the way, those caps are awesome. These, amazing guns. Fun as heck. Maybe it's Trillion. Well, guys, somewhere There are more advanced versions, and I can't remember which one book it's in right now, sadly. Let's look. A little better. Checked Imperium, right? Well, there's more advanced S1X1s type weapons, and so I would like one of those or any of the actual permanent plasma blueprints. Not likely to happen, but we'd take it. Looks like it's a lot of people trying to stuff in here to do some crafting and such. This dude in the fancy cloak thing, I don't know, coat. Sorry, boom. Ah, okay, that makes sense. I didn't know who it was, I just know I see them in here all the time. Okay. They do some serious crafting, that's what I'm going to tell you guys. I don't know what all blueprints they have. They're probably kicking some butt too. I would bet they're dominating it, actually. I'm very curious what they actually generate. I don't think they stream though, so we can't see what they generate. I'm gonna be honest, if one of you guys were a hardcore streamer on crafting armor stuff and generating blueprints, I'm not even going to go down the road of the armor. But man, sometimes I'm curious as heck on what somebody's getting out of that armor one. You know what I'm saying? So I'm slowly learning what's popping out of the Weapon Tech Gizmo. I eventually plan on looking at kind of what pops out of that attachment tech gizmo because I'm qualified in attachments, but not to the same level. You know what I'm saying? And my skill level is we'd be in a different ballpark on how far we could go up. Not even the same experience. But legitimately, I haven't seen any videos on anybody running the attachment tech gizmo. And I would be absolute curious on what somebody's getting on different planets, especially once it's up at the tier 6 attachment tech gizmo. I mean, can you? And I don't know what they're getting, obviously, but somebody obviously in the game is out there running it somewhere, and so I'd be curious. Look at that, we just passed the 1/4 mark and we're at 7 blueprints. And we keep getting these. Is this not cool as heck? I mean, like, that's a pretty nice little hit right there. We haven't HOF'd yet. I'm not saying that we will necessarily, but I do feel that we have almost the amount of positive mojo going on that I wouldn't be blown away or jaw dropped. Just saying. Look at that. There's another tech gizmo. So if seriously somebody needs this kind of crap, and it's not crap, I just already have them all for this. And I don't really plan on like putting those in the auction house necessarily. You should just say, hey, I'm considering one day running a bunch of tech gizmo thingy-majiggies. Although, as we can see, running all the way up to the 6 would be ridiculous. And it's probably going to actually cost you 3,000 ped. Because it seems like every one of these has went up by 500 ped. Just as a heads up. Which actually makes me kind of scared of the 8. Because that means the 8's just going to be ridiculous, right? God, coffee's good. Okay. Do you guys see this flying pet? That's not my flying pet right there. I don't know what that is. It's like a flying... Oh, what the crap? What is this? Do you guys know what kind of pet this is? It's like some kind of flying rabbit thing. I don't know. It's interesting. Okay. Look at that though, our weapons manufacturing is almost to 3,000, so we're only uncovered by a small portion right there, which still annoys me. But we'd be fully uncovered on a 6, you guys. Oh no, we're not uncovered on that, we have 500 per portion. Okay, never mind. We'd be partially uncovered on a 6 on that. It's the other skills that we'd be uncovered on. That's not good. So useful blueprint wise on this so far, by the way, I would say I probably should review all the videos because we streamed every single one of these off this planet and did well on almost all of them. The thing is, I feel that there was a zone that the blueprints were more consistently at the range that I would have been able to sell them in the auction house or manufacture them and sell them instantly in the auction house or in trade. And of course, obviously these ones, it's not the same situation. I mean, like, I can craft this, and I would probably put that off till later. Most of this stuff, I would end up having to, um, in all honesty, auction house or wait till later to craft. Which I'm okay with that, because we're closing in on this stuff, you know what I'm saying? But those are easy to make. That's not very many of them either. I now have to review through what the heck is actually going to be the best decision with each blueprint. That's nice of them to give us a hookup though. Let's see what it is. 43%, that's not bad. We already have a 50%. That's some significant skill. By the way, I hope you guys are also having such a kick butt day. Oh, well, that's awesome, dude. I think I'm going to actually start planking before I stream in the morning because I used to be really consistent about planking every morning and stuff and getting a good, like, start to the day. And honestly, lately, I have not been as consistent about it as I should. Which is naughty, right? It's pretty naughty. But when I like am doing really good about working out, I feel so much freaking better, to be honest. And you end up eventually having so much better energy, like at least I do. And so, but I think it's awesome because you've been sticking at it. You've been actually at it for like, crap, what, 2 months, maybe 3 months? I don't know, maybe. Yeah, I think you've been actually working out for 2 or 3 months, I'm pretty sure. Consistently. That's actually admirable. So they say it takes 90 days to develop a habit. And so, I mean, I don't personally know if that's true because I'm not some kind of behavioral analysis person, but I've heard that multiple times before. And so I just regurgitated it at you guys. I know, that's naughty too. Now I'm going to actually Google it because it bugs me if we don't know. Okay, I'm not finding anything to necessarily support our allegation, guys. So let's not say that I'm necessarily correct on that. I don't know either way on that. I didn't see Sam saying we were wrong necessarily, but yeah. But when you don't find something reinforcing what you just said, that's not good. So we'll just retract that slightly and say that maybe that's so. God, we're kicking butt skill-wise, guys. Look at this crap. We just became a 37th level, 37.4. Look at that. A very, very small amount up on our plasma weapon stuff. This is what we're watching, guys. Look how close this thing is. I'm going to be hitting Monria, and on Wednesday for sure. In fact, I'm going to even schedule it. I'm going to make it where on Wednesday, I think I make sure we mothership on Wednesday no matter what for skilling purposes. But I'm going to head to Monria, and I gain 3 points every time we collect 75 PEC in engineering, right? And so I'm going to go and do the 75 PEC engineering mission for just a couple days, and that's going to get us there. So, honestly, this week sometime, maybe next week, we'll be set at the right amount of engineering skill and stuff, which I'm super excited about. I think we're overdue for another global. That's okay, we'll probably get one, but we're definitely overdue for another blueprint. I'm straight sure that there's like blueprint waves at this point though, because it just is like boom, 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 then nothing consistently. That's what I at least believe that. It's only an opinion though, but I've freaking generated a lot of blueprint runs. And so, and most of them have been pretty large, you know. And so I don't know for sure, but I do feel kind of that it's likely that there's some kind of like shift or wave. I don't know how they do that. Guys, I'm not really sure how the mechanics behind this game work. I mean, like, I have theories on it, but you know how like they don't really give you the inner workings of like this is how it works. They give you some pseudo inner workings. Like, and so at the end of the day, I'm not really sure. But it definitely feels like that. And I had viewers tell me that they actually think that too. I just honestly wish I knew for sure. It wouldn't really change anything. You just want to do big enough runs to kind of span some kind of wave. Look at this. We got another blueprint though. Why? Why would it be that? I don't know. Does anybody need the Weapon Gizmo stuff for reals? Legit. We have Weapon Gizmo 7. Two of those. I thought we had a Weapon Gizmo 6. I probably have a Weapon Gizmo 6, yep. And here's Weapon Gizmo 8. I might have Weapon Gizmo something else from yesterday still. Because I have a bunch of that stuff still. We didn't actually have to liquidate as much stuff as you'd believe to. In fact, really, we didn't liquidate stuff. I really need to get myself an apprentice so I have somebody to give blueprints to that I have duplicates. I've never done that. See, now we have a 5. So now we have 5, 6, 7, and 8 right here, guys. I don't know. Somebody, if you're on Cyrene, you guys should speak out, honestly. I'll go over that offer again at the end. Because at this point, we have a good little amount of stuff that could help somebody out. I would not pay that much, guys. I probably did pay that much. So I'm totally talking crap. I don't know what I paid for mine. I obviously didn't generate my 8. I bought my 8. And so now I could generate an 8, obviously, but not exactly the same thing. Look at this crap. We're slowly getting there. Almost to the halfway point, guys. We're at a stack of blueprints. You guys think we can double this? Think we can get 20 blueprints in a single run? Oh, I tell you, that'd be awesome. There's a good chance we get redundants in here instead, though, by the way. A few times at least. Or a couple times. This looks like it's going pretty well, but it's really hard to tell when you're dealing with such large amounts, you know what I mean? See, this is the problem with blueprints you don't run all the time. You have no like historical pattern of observation to compare it to. Like on certain blueprints at this point, I would be able to tell you, oh, that's cool. Let's see what we got. Long blade 60s. We got some of those yesterday. We found out that those were not worth as much as we thought they were going to be. It's only 760 something percent markup. The thing is though, people would use these. This is a good zone. Like there's a good amount of people in that LB60. So it's more likely that I would actually sell the sword than a actual blueprint on that one. I might actually make some of these ones that we're on the edge of, like the LB60s and stuff. Yeah, it's a mixed bag. I really need to get up our manufacturing methodology, to be honest. But that's such a slow going up skill, it's ridiculous. It's kind of annoying. And honestly, if we had industrialists unlocked at this point, we'd have that extra percentages in there. I don't even remember what percentage it is for this. Let me look that up real quick. That'd be nice to have unlocked. That's going to require us to be level 60 in a manufacturing type class, by the way. Yeah, let's look. Overall, it would be impacting us probably by 6%. That's considerable, but it's about 6% of every single 4% of like the mechanical and metal engineering and stuff like that. And 6% it looks like on item engineering. Outside of it does not go into vehicle engineering. Vehicle engineering, I'm actually fully qualified, like I don't have any missing skills and crap. But on this, we're still missing industrialists. I'm really hoping we get another global on this backside. So this is where our shortfall is right now, guys. Besides not having industrialist. And I don't really... there's not really a mission for this. Like, a daily manufacture methodology mission. That, I mean, and so I don't know what to do about that, really. I mean, besides just craft a crap load of stuff slowly. I am also curious, like, are we going to be 10% actually down? We're missing 6% probably about on it. We've had a global. We could get one more global in here, to be honest. We could get more than that too, but I wouldn't want to, you know, depend on that necessarily. We're missing this portion too, actually. So let's see, we're missing 6. Let me look at this. Tell you exactly what we're missing, guys. 6% plus. Probably missing 11%. So we're missing probably almost 11% of the skill portion zone being fully qualified, and we're not on a perfect blueprint. So, could we take 15% damage? I doubt it. Let's hope not. That's brutal. I don't want to take 15% damage on a 2500 ped run. That's a little bit into the holy crap zone. Look at this though, we're approaching 60% done, guys. We are powering up though, nicely. I kind of freaking want some kind of like bat or something. I don't know what kind of. I have a little pet thing. But for some reason, now that I see this guy's flying like rabbit, I think I need some kind of. I don't know. I have no idea what I think I need, honestly. I know some of the pets now and stuff have auto. Well, for a long time, guys. I'm sorry. I haven't updated my pet forever, but some of the pets are ridiculous now. I know that a lot of people switched over to that little like robot pet that auto loots for you for a little bit. I kind of wonder, does this flying rabbit do something specific for people? And it might not be specifically a flying rabbit, guys. I don't know what that creature is. But it's rabbit-ish and it flies. And what planet does it come from? If I can scan it at the end of this, I will scan it, Kay. Super excited to get this engineering done. This has been actually one of the longest, most ridiculous journeys to get to 6,000. It's absolutely brutal. And then we'll be on our way towards the whole level 60 on some stuff. But we're not close yet, you see what I mean? So we have to get one of these to level 60 to be an industrialist. And right now, that is not the situation. 13 levels. Holy crap. I don't even know what to say about that because each level is so progressively harder to gain that I'm not even sure. But we'll be covered on engineering all the way up to there. So now we'll have to figure out how we're slowly going to backfill every freaking other skill in the entire category up to 6,000, which should sit us setting straight up as a fully qualified industrialist kicking it on. Because the other stuff should be enough over it to compensate for the missing factor of the industrialist till it kicks on. And then that should be ridiculous. That'll take probably, I don't know. That will never catch up, honestly. Not anything I can do about that. But it'll be nice having it, right? I feel we're in a drought, blueprint-wise. Ooh, there's a 13. Oh, boom. There's another Tech Gizmo 6. I do not need that necessarily. I really like it if they would drop us a Cyrenian blueprint. Legit. Give us something Cyrenian. Seriously, if you guys could like mass consciousness, like Zen Mojo, use mass consciousness will upon this, but a Cyrene blueprint. This is literally what we want. And not a high tier one that where we're never going to be able to make it because it's ridiculous crap that we'd have to spend the whole year to get the stuff to make one. We would like to get one that's mid tier, that's high utility for people. That's just what I like. I mean, it's not necessarily going to happen, but if we could have that happen, that'd be good. Okay, what did we get? A 5. Are we just not getting the crap out of the widget gizmo thingamajiggies? What do we got here? 36, look at that. See, look. Blueprint. This is what I'm saying. It really legit, there's like some kind of way. That's 4,000% markup. That's pretty good. And that's a reasonable LR35. That we'll make the crap out of these. I won't sell that. This is right in our zone, and I built up this 35 level type subcomponents. Every one of those standard ones we're good at making, including the metal mountings. So that's a good one to get. So let's see if we get another splash of them. Like no blueprints, and then psh, who knows? Okay, 70% there. Okay, what are we looking at? BP45s. Not as popular, huh? You guys aren't using ballistic pistols? Huh. That's a good weapon too, you know. I think most people try to find those ballistic carbines when they're pistol people though, to be honest. The ballistic carbine blueprints are worth, well, and the laser carbine blueprints are worth absolutely phenomenal amounts. Like that's absolute, that like, yeah. You can get those, they're worth 10 pets sometimes per clicky click. And so, that's absolutely a good hit when you get the carbines. Not all of them, but there are enough of them that I do believe people prefer the carbines over everything at this point. Not over everything necessarily, but you know. Definitely not a lot of high level sword people is what it's seeming like too. which I can kind of understand. Working up sword stuff's a little bit costly sometimes. That was a short run. They gave us, what, 3 or so blueprints right in a row? What the crap do they do here? Oh, I can't scroll down. We'll get a look at all that stuff at the end anyway, so we'll find out. Okay, we're closing in, so you guys crossing your fingers or sending whatever good mojo you were sending the other day would be awesome right now. I'm gonna try to send positive vibes too, but I don't know if it likes me as much as you guys, to be honest. I feel it likes you guys more by far, but I'm cool with that. It's understandable probably, but you know, have no idea. I really do feel that we're about to have something happen here. I don't know what I think's about to happen. I'd like to think it's gonna be like a that sound. That! What the crap? You guys are awesome. That's what I'm saying. You guys send positive mojo. Boom. I get a swirly thingy. I don't even know how it works, but I am totally gonna tell you guys. Frickin', you guys are epic. I'm gonna just flat out. Yeah, you could tell we were about to do that. Oh, look at that. That's a 100,000. Yeah, thank you very much. You guys are so awesome. So see, this is what I'm talking about. This LR65, which honestly, interesting. That's 100,000, so that's 10 ped per clicky click. We got, how many clicky clicks did we get, guys? We only got 8 clicky clicks. That's still though 80 ped on top of the fact that it was a 50 ped clicky like global. So we're now at 2 globals though. I'm gonna mark that on my little marquee thing just in case we get confused about it later on. Yeah, I feel that's definitely the positive mojo Joe stuff going on. You guys kick frickin' butt. I'm gonna tell you. I almost wonder what would happen if we had like a stadium worth of people positive mojo vibing us on this dang game. We'd break the game. Just saying. We could be getting our butt utterly kicked on this run, you guys. I just want to be totally honest about that. Like, we're having fun and a good run, and I think we're doing well. But because this is a 2500 ped run, it's very hard to tell if we're doing well, even with a couple of globals in here. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think we're doing well, but I wouldn't want to, like, gamble into you guys on what, like, at all. Or anything of super high value. But this has been a super awesome run. Happy with it on every level of overall, like, how it's played out and stuff. almost to 80% done. But that last 200, anything could happen, right? Like, get slaughtered. We could go on some kind of like to doom spree. I think we're gonna do doom to doom spree. That's just because I'm on like coffee cup number. Somebody brought me by my coffee cup. I left it over at somebody's house the other day, and they ran it by right after my stream this morning. It was freaking awesome. Because I'm going to tell you, I was using some kind of not coffee cup type cup to hold my coffee, and it got cold so fast it was ridiculous. Was not very happy. And then obviously I overly indulged in drinking coffee way too much today. I'll probably have to get a water after the stream, to be honest. Try to balance out the universe. Man, I hope you guys are kicking this much butt in your real world too. Things are going pretty freaking smooth though. I'm gonna be honest, the fact that they added these techno gizmos and these training weapons was such an absolutely good choice for them to have done. Like, popping blueprints and stuff like that has always been possible on the gestures and stuff like that and other blueprints. Including there's a whole bunch of known armor blueprints that are hugely effective for generating a plethora of stuff. But when they decided to add this training crap, like the training guns and stuff like that, the ARMX stuff, that absolutely blew up people flying up stuff. Like, I don't even know. That was such a profound shift in the game and a amazing decision. Like, obviously they need to do that with the particle weapon stuff and other things and get some more crap out real quick and flip out a good mix of space weapon and space type blueprints. But these these are epic. This was such a dang good choice. Really gonna say that. By the way, I'm legit telling the truth on the. If you guys are on Cyrene, we got a BP70 right here. Look at what the markup on that is. 26 of them. 8,000% markup on that. So that's worth a little bit, but not a ton. Um, if you're on Cyrene, I would just hand you a combination of these. You know, like the techno gizmos. I already have a full set of weapon techno gizmos, and I know that it is kind of annoying to get them together, to be honest, without it being costly. I don't know who all crafts the watches, actually, or if, well, I just don't know. Okay, we are so freaking close. I'm gonna just flip on my camera again, because we're close enough that I'm not gonna feel awkward sitting here for the amount of time left, to be honest. I just didn't want to be sitting here for the whole hour and 20 minutes sitting here drinking coffee and I guess visiting. Could have just had a talk radio thing going on for a little bit, right? Um, this is looking good, guys. I mean, we've got 350 ped in metal residue, almost. I mean, it'll be 350 by the time we're there. 70 something ped. I don't know if that'll get to 80 ped. Really curious to see the statistics on this. Almost all these blueprints had reasonable markup. They didn't have all godly markup, you know what I mean? That's, I don't know what to say about that. That's not a big deal. But I am excited that we've got this knocked out. I'm a little disappointed that we haven't got a Cyrene blueprint. I don't know what just happened there, but congrats to whatever it was. Let's just, I just assumed something good. Super curious about this though. We're gonna look at this TT value, by the way. I'll get my phone ready so we can even look at it if we need a calculator so I don't accidentally mess up on the math on something. Because we already know the input cost in the beginning, so that's not going to be a big deal at all. Will they give us one more global with the last 121? Could happen, right? I am convinced that this is just an excellent blueprint. I think that we got more value blueprint wise out of probably the tier 3, maybe the tier 4 was good, but I don't know. Out of just ones we can make and sell automatically, the tier 1 and 2, though, pump those out. Like, that's all your low level stuff. And in all honesty, now that I'm thinking about it, because the actual value of all the Armitrex 10 type stuff, right? If you've looked, an Armitrex 10, basically for like the laser rifle, laser pistol, and stuff like that, the markup on them is ridiculous. Like, it's a very low level blueprint. You wouldn't actually think it would be such high markup, but they are. The blueprint wise. Okay, we're 90% done right up here. Just like that. And then we'll look at the overall situation and stuff. Hold on, we'll check that. So we have enough materials left to do 240 clicky clicks. And 100 clicky clicks left, basically. So there's a good amount of ped right there, because it's 25 ped, or 22.5 ped, I apologize, per click. And so, I'm not sure where we are on this, guys. I'm gonna just be honest. Like, no clue. We're just out in the ocean without a marker. I feel it went well, but sometimes reality slaps your feelings in the face, you guys. Yeah, it's just reality. Sometimes it's nice to you, though. And it's just nice things in your face. That's always nice. Okay, so we're gate closing in. How much did this go up? That's the other thing. On the way through again, if we did another run through and we actually did this again, next year, and we actually ran up maybe up into the 6 if I'm qualified all the way, which we could get us qualified for the 6, maybe even the 7 by next year. Um, these lower ones will do better because we've ramped them up. And in all honesty, on Calypso, I might on the regular just run batches of the, I think the 2, because I thought it was within reason, and the 1, because if I could get 100% blueprints of them going into this whole situation, um, this would have been easier even. And so over the next year, we'll probably be ramping these up. But this should be a loss technically, guys. Even though we've done well, um, I do believe that we'll be down a little bit. I don't believe I'm going to be down 250 ped, but let's say 200 ped. Let's say 200 ped, guys. Unless all of a sudden they want to give us a 300 ped global, and then we would say that we're probably not down. Yeah. But who knows? We could be break even at this point. We had some really good hits. Okay. The highs and lows of crafting. By the way, this dude, if you guys are looking for a dude that's a good armor crafter, right? Fargo, this thing, moving on me here. Fargo, he'll throw down some armor. I can't click on his name and look at his stats for you guys. But he's a crafter. He makes armor. There's a few people that make good armor, so I'm not trying to disrespect somebody else that they also make armor. But Fargo, for sure, he throws down some stuff too, so. I have watched his stuff when he used to stream all the time. And so, that dude's an armorer. He still is an armorer. I just don't think he streams like all the time or anything like that anymore. I could be wrong though, and just have been missing him. Probably should Google and check his channel just to see if I'm just missing him. That's right. I'm slightly even gonna tell you guys I would promote his channel if he's still actually streaming. He knows the crap out of this game. He's an excellent player. Actually, a lot of excellent players in this game. Okay, we're closing in. They're not going to give us... Well, no, they could. We've got 25 clicky clicks. We don't know what's going to happen. Okay, we're really soon to find out exactly where we're at on things, guys. That's super exciting. Not going to be shocked whichever way this goes. Okay. All of a sudden, this last 20 feels like it just like... and slowed way down. Yeah, it's rolling for a second. Okay, we're really closing in. And then we're gonna look at the situation real quick. I'm gonna figure out exactly how butt kicked we are. I don't think we're horribly butt kicked. Then we're maybe gonna do something insane. I don't know. I'm figuring that out right now. 165 clicks left. Okay. Now, 37.7, that's not good on the overall reasonable blueprints. It's a lot of blueprints actually. So, yeah, that's down pretty good. I don't want to mess up on the math, so. Okay, so we're 365 down, which would be within that 15 that we kind of thought could happen, right? That's just reality. So let's look through this. So 365 down. We've got this that's 8,000% markup. We don't have very many units of it. I think we only got a few that were worth a ridiculous amount. That's not ridiculous amount. 300 and something percent markup. That's not amazing. I think this had pretty good markup. Yeah, that was 100,000, so that's 10 ped per clicky click. But we only got 8 clicky clicks, so that's 80 ped if we actually sold those. I'm not sure if we do that necessarily, right? Um, we're looking at 700 something ped in markup. This stuff, if somebody needed this stuff, I would hook them up with that because I don't need any more techno gizmos. If not, I'm going to just sell them for the markup in the auction. In all honesty, some of them had reasonable markup. 1500 clicky click. 3000. That's not great. I don't know how many units we got either. 29 units. 5,000% markup on the long blade 65s. 32 units. Go up here. Oh, 7 units of that. 7,000. Okay. So now I know that most people will tell you don't ever do this. You should never do this. There's a chance we get nothing out of this. Okay, you guys. Let's calculate what this is going to cost. This is going to be ridiculous. 165 times 2.5. This is going to cost 412.15. I mean, I just made up a number somehow out of nowhere. 412.5 ped. I apologize, guys. What we're going to do is we're going to full condition that over. I know, that's crazy. Why would you do that? We're going to do it. I'm going to run it out. We're going to see what we get. It's not likely in any capacity to be positive, okay? So we're not pretending that this is in some way going to be like, this is throwing a Hail Mary up into the, I don't know what the crap, nether regions of some, it could happen. So if you guys would send some mojo at us right now, I'm going to click that button. We're going to watch 165 insanely unlikely to hit clicky clicks go off. That's right. That's very dangerous to do. So we'll likely be down on this whole run about 700 something ped. I mean, like, not like we're going to get nothing out of it. Could happen though, you guys. What could happen? I don't know. We also could have an HOF or some crap happen, but I mean, I wouldn't bet on that. This I would consider not the eco way to do a crafting run. I mean, like, finish it out and then, like, jack the thing over to the side. But let's see what we get, because if we get a blueprint, see, we already got 19 ped right there. That recovered some of that. I mean, and that's a 14 ped not even hit. And so we're not totally getting slaughtered. So, you know, we've made 30 something ped of that whole 300 something ped back right there. 400 something ped. I'm sorry, guys. Let's watch this. Yeah. And I'm not going to pretend that it's likely that we do well on this, okay, guys? And I'm legitimately not recommending this. This is not a recommended decision. This is coffee. This is fueled by coffee and mojo. Could be a bad choice. 18 pad. Boom. What happens if we global while we have that jack to the side? Any of you guys ever had a global hit while you were jacked all the way over? Just, that's a legit question. I know, right? Okay, see, boom. So we know that we need to add what needs to be there, the statistics at the end. So it should be 2,500, 2,912 pad, 0.5. Okay. Because we didn't clear out the last batch, so you know. It is what it is. I'd like it if they'd give us some blueprints, though. There's another. Boom. So we're getting 20 pad when we do succeed, though. That's not horrible. A brutal little run, right? Luckily, we're doing so kicking butt that right there. I don't even know if they're hating us that bad on this. It's 2.5 per each one, right? I don't think that we're getting slaughtered. I mean, like, granted, guys, I don't think we're doing amazing. You know what I'm saying? Because that, like, didn't. Oh, but see, and then boom, they drop us like that. So I'm gonna tell you, legit, we're not getting killed on this, guys. I was a little bit worried, but yet again, I have you guys watching. You're positive mojo in it. Ooh, I heard that sound. I was a little concerned for a second. But you guys are positive mojo in this. This is what's happening here. I kind of wonder, are we gonna get a global under a that? No crap. You guys are insane. I'm gonna tell you, if I ever go to Vegas again and you guys are in the area, I will legit want you guys at my table. I'm not that good at gambling, but I feel that it does not matter. I mean, it does in Vegas because those people are serious. Those people like, whew, yeah. Like one time I sat down at a Texas Hold'em table and I didn't understand. Oh, thank you very much, by the way. Is it Alexi? Well, thank you. Um, so one time I sat down at Texas Hold'em, and I don't go to gambling places all the time, and I had never played Texas Hold'em. I had played like that um, Joker's Wild slot machine and stuff like that before that, basically, mostly. And so I sat down to play Texas Hold'em, thinking it's like when you're playing at your friend's house, and I only had like 20 bucks on me. And in my mind, I was going to be able to sit down and gamble that 20 bucks and stuff like that. And I didn't know that you put down money and then you have to put down money multiple other times to stay in the game. And so, like, legitimately, I didn't even make seeing the full, whatever they call it, like the flop or whatever it is, before I was just like sitting to the table looking very silly because I didn't know how it worked. And I sat down and I basically handed him my 20 bucks because I thought, well, I didn't know how it worked. I didn't know that you have to like keep throwing money down on that at all. Like I had played Texas Hold'em with friends, in which it does not work the same in real Vegas. They like don't sit down at that table. That is freaking they just take your money and look at you like, "Are you serious? You didn't know how it worked?" Which I didn't, legit. They called me on that, but you know, yeah, Texas Hold'em, not a pro at that. Now, now I would not sit down at a Texas Hold'em table. Look at this crap. I legitimately doubt we're getting the full return on this, guys. Would like to see them give us some blueprints, though. Come on, hit us with something here. We're all jacked to the side. Got some positive mojo going on. Yeah, I got... This is somebody else's flying bunny rabbit, guys. I don't know whose it is. Well, it's that dude that's next to me, I'm sure, but... I don't know where people get the flying bunny rabbits either. Or, like, what their special power is. I'm gonna scan it when we're done. That's for sure. I think that thing's neat. I don't think I want a bunny rabbit. Oh, but I would want a flying jackalope. Or some other. Oh, holy crap. You know what they need to do? They need to make a chupacabra. I know that probably sounds insane to say. I don't believe in those necessarily in real life, just so you guys know. I just think it's a neat idea for a pet. I would walk around with a pet chupacabra or other mythological beast, you know. Like, what's that Mayan snake thing that has wings? I don't know what it's called, but that thing's neat. So they're beating us up for a second here. They're probably about ready to give us another global. I don't know if that's true. Let's say it is for a second. It's kind of brutal to watch, huh? I mean, like, it's not totally shocking that it's kind of brutal, but I mean, was definitely hope that we get a little bit more strong hits in this, though. We're going to be down significantly, though. That's for sure. And that's okay. I'm gonna run that all the way out, though. You know what I'm saying? I don't need any of that material. So we're gonna hit it again as soon as it's wherever it gets to. Look at all these blueprint go-ups that we're getting. I wonder if they're scaled too. Okay, if they wanted to just hand us any kind of blueprint. Guys, do you feel that they're dodging us on the blueprints? That's cool. We don't need the Technic Gizmos. By the way, those Technic Gizmos had some kind of markup on them. I'm gonna have to look at that, find out if we want to calculate that into carrying. We probably won't, in all honesty. And we'll just calculate this TT and figure out what we think we lost. And we'll look at the markup. But I don't want to sit here and add up everything markup-wise and try to figure out if we were up or down. Let's just assume that with this last decision, we're definitely down. That we might have been ish close recovering blueprint value and everything on the other stuff, but I would almost doubt it. So that armor that this guy's wearing right now, that's insane armor. Probably scan him if we're still here. He needs to stay there. That'd be really good, or they should stay there. Come on. See, when they do give us something, it's nice. They're just not hitting us enough yet. So we're at 35 left. I'm really curious how down we're going to be. I don't think it's going to be horrible, but it's definitely going to be brutal a little bit. Do we check it now? Let's check it now too. Okay, guys. What did we say we were supposed to be at? Oh. You know, we haven't increased our gap that much. We said we were supposed to be at 2912.5, right? We're at 2534.05. 385 ped down is what we are total, in which honestly we were a good portion of that already. I'm going to click this. We're just going to let it cycle through. I'm not going to add it up. I mean, I could click it at the end. If something significant happens, okay, we'll look into it. But in all honesty, let's just see what happens here. Burn up this last 31. Interesting. So altogether at this point, we're going to be down about 20% without markup being taken into account. You know what I'm saying? In which we didn't face markup the other direction. In fact, we actually profited off of the last runs and stuff, and so. But I didn't want to assign some kind of negative TT value to that crap. That's not realistic in any way. And so, what can you say? This is a little bit 20 something clicky clicks left. Little bit brutal on this last little section. Oh, you know, we could just pull a total value too, because we know it's 2.5 ped per clicky, but of course then we recycled so much stuff, so that's not true. Okay, well, we'll keep it at what we have it at right now, at 385.5 ped down. This last little bit of clickiness is not showing us love that we should get, but you know, we don't control that. Little offended. But that's not as bad as I thought it could be, honestly, you guys. Because we're not fully qualified and this was not a worked up blueprint. And so it's not a shock that we're going to finish down a little bit. I mean, like, this is not a significant amount. We did just add probably, what, 35 plus... What's that? 35 times 2.5. Okay. So let's say we're down about 20%. I'm going to click this. That did not help our success rate at all. That crashed the crap out of it, you guys. This is our overall for how we did. Honestly, let me get a snip of this real quick. Just because we'll use that real quick. I like to keep records on some of this stuff. In fact, actually, I have snipped things on pretty much all the outputs on all kinds of blueprints, as strange as that is. Which are for my own records, but um, so we're at 4. I don't really think it, or 9. I don't really think that's consequential. Let's just get rid of them too. You know, I have to go back to Monterey so we can train engineering for a second anyway, and do on Wednesday we're gonna be mothershipping. By the way, if any of you guys are wanting to do the mothership stuff, you have to get onto the mothership crew stuff. Um, I don't know. It's pretty much just gonna be going out, shooting stuff, repairing, and damaging the crap out of a mothership. There, we got a Gizmo 5. Are you guys sure that none of you guys need one of these Gizmo blueprints? Because, in all honesty, we have vastly more Gizmo blueprints than I'm going to use. I'm going to end up putting them in the auction house is what's going to end up happening, guys. And I don't think we need that many Gizmo blueprints. Overall, the trip to this planet likely has been pseudo good, you guys, just for the record. Um, Even with that last brutal uh, uh, run, the overall collection of blueprints that I pulled together likely puts us where we're not actually damaged in any capacity. But that last run was negative for sure by 20% after that giant run of making a bunch of, hey, we shouldn't be running it that far stacked to the side. Now, these Tech Gizmo 5s, in which we have 1,200 and something pet of that, those have a markup of only 106. I'd have to slowly sell them off. I might take those back to Calypso and load the market slowly. If one of you guys wanted to message me on YouTube or something like that, let me know, hey, I wanted to do a giant run of those, I would probably just like sell them to you. Let's look at what. At like 102%, but that's like a 24-hour wait thing. All in all, I think we did actually really good. I mean, like we were doing better obviously before I made our wild decision to jack the thing all the way to the side. But like life is not that fun if you don't make wild decisions once in a great while, and so that was totally okay to do. On top of that, can you imagine if we would have had a random, hey, that just did something cool and we just kicked its butt because of it? We wouldn't have been regretting it at all. And so, like, boom. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get us to where we have somebody else to go to that's doing Entropia as well. And so that way there is no discontinuity in you guys' viewing and entertainment pleasures. I hope you guys have a great day, and I want to thank you guys very much for the positive vibes and just hanging out. Peace and very best wishes.